How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So today I have the newest offering from Fulltang Tactical. Yes, it's the same company that makes the kit bag, which ultimately makes Hill People Who, right, come out, because this is a kit bag. But aside from that, this is their Minuteman kit bag, or Minuteman bag in essence. And I've been using it for several months in multiple different iterations, as in like different configurations, how to put it together and stuff like that. And I think this pack is fairly exceptional. And most of you are probably wondering or thinking, oh great, it's another pack out on the market. You know, something I have to look into, and it probably does the same thing as every other pack. Well, you'd be surprised it actually doesn't. You would be spending your money on something that is scalable or modular. I know the military brass love the modularity word, you know, and I know a lot of people, or the reason why is because it makes you think that it's upgradable, which it is. And we are actually gonna be comparing this bag to the Mr. Ranch 3-day assault pack, which is pretty much a gold standard in kind of the military or backpacking, or not exactly ultra like backpacking, but like hunting, you know, kind of that realm, or hiking and stuff like that. They are known to make really good packs. But would you believe me if I said this pack does more than that for a lot less of the price and a lot less weight? This thing's pretty heavy, but we're gonna dive into that. All right, so again, why is it different? The modularity aspect, that's what I wanna get into. I'm gonna share with a lot of the features. I don't want this video to go too long because people's attention spans, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm ranting, wasting time. Let's dive into it. Modularity factor, what is different? What makes this pack different? The upgradability, right? They already have at their website multiple different things that you can configure this as an assault pack for the military folks, which is kind of the realm what I've been using it in, or the hiker or the fly fisher in mind, or the hunter in mind, or even the traveler in mind. Granted, this is in multicam. You can purchase it in different colors so you don't stand out, right? I wanted this because it works as I am active duty. I wanted to use this in my career to have more time with it. Cool benefit is there is a open kangaroo slot right here. Now the cool thing about this is they make a magazine insert for this, all right? So you can actually put magazines, kind of like the Ares Armor Combat 12 pack originally. So you can carry 3 AR magazines in here. Or like this, I have the admin pouch in this. You can take the admin pouch out of this because they're modular, they work together, and put it in here, and now you have another slot. You could put whatever you want in here. Moving up from there, large open space, right? Traditionally, right, have a bunch of space in here. You can put sunglasses, stuff like that, waterproof, very water resistant, let's say, not waterproof. Even though they do have waterproof zippers all the way around this thing, super cool, right? I have had this thing in pouring down rain, and yes, some water did get inside, but compared to other packs I've used, definitely a step up. Same with the coating on the outside. This is a water resistant coating. This is 500 D, which is kind of the standard for packs and stuff like that. Diving inside, this is where it gets a little more interesting, right? Is because there's loop all over this thing. And that allows you to attach specifically the little see-through pouches, and you can like make this modular as in, hey, here's my IFAK, here's my fire starting kit, here's my water purification kit, here's, you know, my documents, or here's this, here's an empty sleeve, and you can configure this internally however you want. So for travel, this makes it a huge big deal, along with other things like specifically being, you know, military in mind, of like, hey, I want to grab and have my radio batteries here and have, you know, other kit and stuff like that. Also down the sides, it has a Nalgene or larger water bottle pockets, and it does have a polymer backer right back here to allow you to have a lot of that weight. This one, this configuration has 1 aluminum stay in it. The new one, or the one that is up for purchase right now, like I said, I've been using this for a while, has 2 aluminum stays. So that means you can load this thing up pretty heavy. But then you're probably thinking like, hey, this is kind of a small pack. How do you load this thing up? Ah, the upgrades. That's what we're also going to dive into here pretty soon, showing after I show off the pack standalone, right? The bottom also has MOLLE, and then it also has attachment points all over it, which we'll get to more of the upgrades. Now the back, right, has 2 channels of this soft mesh, but it has this 1 channel down the center for breathability. In hot weather or cold climates, This allows your back to breathe. Even in cold climates, you want to get that moisture away from you because moisture makes you cold, and this will pull it away from you. Along with the straps being absolutely amazing, some of the best straps actually in the market. I would consider these better, honestly, than the 3-day assault pack, just my opinion. Granted, I've used the 3-day assault pack a lot in my career, and I'm going to this. I will be using this in the military as I go, and this thing, the 3-day assault pack, will just stay home. Comes with compression straps, right, all the way around. So it comes with comes with 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you also, the big deal about this, right? I'm sorry this is going so long, but there's a lot of stuff to cover. Load lifters, adjustable load lifters, meaning you can tailor this to however you want. These you can adjust further to your back or further away, or even all the way to the back. So if you wanted to, if you're wearing something very heavy in this pack, you can compress the pack all the way to your spine and to your body to have it very close so it's not sagging off. Big, very big deal for something like this. Okay, next is the upgrades. Like I was saying, there is going to be sustainment pouches, or you can add your own, right? Sustainment pouches go on the exterior each side, including the front, which is super cool, right? So you can add stuff. There's going to be a lid going to be showing up too. And then also, we're gonna be doing some other sustainment pouches, or at least they will, to the bottom here. So you can just completely pack this thing up almost like a ruck, which is super cool, right? So you have that scalability up and down, along with the waist belt, right? Goes all the way around. And they have different, a lighter belt and a heavier belt. So if you are gonna be rucking a lot, hey, you can add a dip belt, and this is a pass-through, and you can remove it like I have. I typically don't run belts too much just because the configuration of where I put this. But that's just my opinion. Okay, let's do a direct comparison, right? Okay, what's the price on this thing? Probably wondering. Well, let's talk about the 3-day assault pack, right? How much does this thing go for? This right now, as in I looked it up this morning, $550 for the Mystery Ranch 3-day assault pack. That is insane, in my opinion, for a 3-day assault pack, or at least a 30-liter-ish bag, which also this is, I think, a 31-liter bag. I'll correct myself if I am wrong, but this is $399. This is $550. And this you don't get the modularity with. Sure, it has a little bit of MOLLE right on the side here, right here, but okay, you could add a pouch. But other than that, there's no beaver tail. There's no lid, technically, that you could add onto this. There's no base that you could add onto this. There's no major sustainment pouches that you could add onto this. Like, it's not really upgradable. Granted, this is a good pack. I'm not hating on it. It's just, as the industry continues, people tend to innovate and make things better. And when you get something better for less cost, that is beneficial too. Also, this pack empty is 4.5 pounds. All right, so that means empty. You're lugging around in an environment like this, literally an extra 5 pounds of just pack weight, not even gear. This is 3.5 pounds, so they dropped it down by a pound, right? Trying to keep that lightweight mindset, which I like too. As I can lessen the weight of my standalone pack, that means I can add a little more gear, or keep the same gear and it's lighter on the trail, or through my assault, or through my hike, or whatever I'm doing, through my stalk of an animal or something like that. So, like I said, upgrades, no upgrades, price being beneficial, not being very beneficial, right? If you have the money to spend almost $600 on a 3-day pack, then send it, go ahead and do it. But I would just highly recommend looking in this. I'm going to put this in the description box below. You guys can take a look at it. Again, I get to say whatever I want. I am not bought off anybody. This channel has no sponsors. I can say whatever I want about packs, gear, anything. I do not make any money whatsoever. You buy 1,000 of these packs, I won't see a single penny because it keeps me non-biased, right? I don't see any benefits to it. I just enjoy doing this stuff. I like talking to new companies, innovative companies, stuff like that. And I like talking about products and say, hey, you can improve here, you can do better, you can do good. Hey, this is really good, stuff like that. So, yep, I highly recommend it. I'll throw in the description box below the Minuteman Pack from Fulltang Fulltang Tactical. You'll probably see this more on the channel, actually, a lot more, because I'm going to be excited to use this. All right, so if you guys like this kind of stuff, definitely like, subscribe. It helps out immensely. Just a comment literally helps out a lot. If you want to do more than that, we have PayPal and Patreon. Patreon gets behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff, you know, you get to kind of have interaction with me a lot more than, you know, YouTube comments, and I'm often just busy. I try to get to every comment, but I just can't sometimes, just because there's so many of you. But over Patreon, you're kind of guaranteed to get that. So yeah, I recommend looking at this pack, and I hope you all have a great day.